Right, here we go. 8th of August 2026. The song is If You're Looking for a Way Out. I don't know who sang it. I'll have a look. So somebody wants to escape. We're going on theme, aren't we still? Let's have a look. The sun is still in Leo. 8 in Tarot is Leo or Libra, depending on which deck. First house of Aries and Sagittarius. All the fire signs again. Let's have a look. So it's about courage and strength, control, good health, strong heart, strong back, physically and emotionally. So no cowardice, you've got to go for it, the courage. No names unless the card comes out again. So here we go. The lies, deceit and theft have been found out. Somebody taking your, I keep forgetting what it's called. Identity fraud, credit cards. But most of all, it's taking credit for what you've achieved in your life. You wouldn't have been able to do it without them. They did it for you. They did this. They did that. It's never about what you've accomplished, what you've achieved. 7 weeks. So there'll be no celebration here for whatever you've done. They don't want people to know that you've achieved anything. It's also third parties. It's hidden knowledge because it's the norms. First of May could be important. So number 1 again. We have a happy retirement with loyal friends and plenty of cash. Because it's a 10, that could end at any time. 10 years. Spirit are giving you the cup of love, unconditional love for yourself and others, and it also brings peace with the dove there. So if you see the dove, it is your animal totem. It means something. The lilies rising from the muck of the swamp. Your cup is finally full. You are happy. You have learnt to fill your own cup because Spirit have helped you to do so. This is a nightmare situation for 9 weeks where you have sleepless nights about it, because if you're looking for a way out, this is the crossroads. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. There is 2 paths to take. If you keep taking the same one, it's insane. You have to take a different path. Find another way. Because there's a homecoming and somebody is no longer going to battle with people that don't listen. You're banging your head against a brick wall. They're never going to listen to what you say. They're never going to understand where you're coming from. They are not your people. They are not your tribe. 9 days. So we're going to go home to who we truly are, to the ones that really care and have courage. No major arcanas. Very strange. Unusual. Let's have a look. So the only way out is for you to make that decision to take a different path. Simple as. Or you stay where you are. There it is, what I was expecting. Another 10. So an end to security, an end to the thoughts and the words that are negative. It's enough is enough. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. An end to pain, physical and emotional. 10 weeks. Yeah. Karma says that you have to pay for your past misdeeds, or someone does. Ready or not, you are going to be slung off a cliff, and if you want the outcome to be good, then you have to make sure that the slate is wiped clean. Otherwise, karma will come and get you again. So it's the apple tree. We do not give up on ourselves, and we don't give up on the apple tree. That is our growth. But we must cut away what no longer serves us and feed the roots so that we can have a better crop later on. Instead of chopping that tree down and burning it. This is not over. If you thought it was over, it's not over till the fat lady sings. There will be delays in travel, internet issues. Nothing can be conceived until this matter is resolved. 21. Bob and Dean. And then there's the bloodbath. Somebody wants to win at all costs, especially in love matters. This is knife crime. This is terrorism. But above all, it is that somebody wants to win at all costs. They will cut their nose off to spite the face to win. Do you want to win, or do you want to be happy? It's time to take the high road. Don't turn your back on people because they will stab you in it. But you must walk away. Don't engage with these people anymore. Yeah. You missed an opportunity at least a year ago for a new home, a new life, a proposal, whatever it is. You rejected a gift. Number 10, a new path. Spiritual matters. It will be Jacqueline, Oscar and Richard. It's a gathering of empaths. Oh, and there's Aries. So fathers. Harry, Henry, Audrey, George, Hepburn. Head and face. First house, Aries. We've got 10 there, 10 there, 10 there. Number 10 could be very important. This is government officials, bosses, father figures. Could be, hopefully, a new head at number 10. Hopefully not one that's a Labourite. Because they're all absolute rubbish. But it is a beneficial leader. And we haven't got any of them at the minute. Government official, bosses, father figures, the main man in your life. This is someone who has high self-esteem. That includes you, whether you're an Aries or not. Shoulders back, chest out, look the world in the eye. It is time to protect and to be successful. 4 and 31. Positive energy. And a miracle takes place. The number 1, again, in the dice, Gemini energy. It is positive thoughts, clear mind, positive words. You have all the tools at your disposal. Someone that likes to wear hats, someone that is very connected via the mind, and children, siblings, school days, hands, arms, shoulders. So Gemini and Aries, the main players. We have Gemini Moon, well done Spirit. We have Mars in Gemini. We have Saturn in Aries, so there's the truth. We have Uranus in Gemini, which is rebellion. We have Neptune in Aries, which is making recompense for past deeds. We've got Ceres in Gemini and Pallas in Aries. And then Aries in the 5th house of things that go on in the dark, there we go. And Gemini, the 7th house of partnerships, the lions in the marital home and open enemies. And at the bottom of the deck, outside of this, somewhere on the peripheral, is Leo, or a female who is very successful financially. She carries with her many names. So Lily, Rose, and the forget-me-nots. So you don't have to forget anything. Let's see then. So it's a lot about fire signs, isn't it? No more letting people get in your head. No more mind games. 1 and 28 is Martin, Stephen and Doris. Yep. Mercury retrograde. So that's over. We're no longer letting anybody blackmail us. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally or financially. Yeah. The wheel turns, so it keeps turning, so we'll be down and up, down and up, down and up. So a run of bad luck, just like a run of good luck there, the number 10, because somebody isn't invited. And you must right a wrong. And if you don't right it, that wheel will turn again. Secrets are out. Daughters, Persephone, 2 and 29. Stockholm Syndrome. Allowing the negativity into your space is no longer happening because you have built up your force fields and you're not letting it in. You are more powerful than you know. 2 and 29. Psychics, tarot readers, travellers, the Romany, October the 11th, where I come from. And the list of names: George, Kelly, Kelly's been mentioned a lot, Elaine, Marcia, Destiny, Esme Rose, Beth and Alice. Back from the gates of hell. The right choice, 6 or 24, Kristen, Susan, Emily, Catherine, Aidan, Adam, Eve, Lily, and the Garden of Eden. Make the choice that's right for you. It's also first wives and overlap relationships. Third 10 in the Minor Arcana. So the only one we haven't got is the 10 of Cups. This is an ending. We're on the home stretch. We're almost there. We can lay that burden down. Yeah. But we have to be open. Spirit can give us fair weather, but we have to hoist our own sail. They cannot do it for us. It is about trauma. Someone from your past, a traumatic event, child abuse, children, siblings, again, 6 months. And you have run out of options, or you have to narrow down your options and focus on what's important. Or you could have to lose everything you've material, because it's Capricorn energy. Material things, so she thinks she's successful and money, but the retirement is not going to end well. William, very important. This is someone who was once a good friend, now a dangerous enemy. doesn't have the required stability. So let's have a look at the dice. Perhaps a man in uniform, perhaps a man of darker complexion, but it is Capricorn energy. So, first house is the face you show to the world. The head and face, which is Aries, first house. The fire sign, a cardinal, Aries. Head, face, place of birth, returning home to where you came from, your roots. Place of birth, immediate environment. The colour white, so an aha moment. The self-incarnation, your image, your separateness, your individuality, your physical characteristics, your personal appearance, and your expectations and environment. It's where your identity is formed. And it is formed by how people praise you or put you down. And somebody here maybe have kept you small because it made them feel bigger. So what planets have we got in the personality? We haven't got Pluto, we've got the Sun. Saturn, difficulties. Doesn't say. Capricorn. Her life will be erroneous. Happier times ahead if you take the right path and make the right choice. The Sun in Sagittarius, we have hard lessons to learn. Adventurous self-expression, spontaneous questioning, philosophical and energetic. The Sun in Sagittarius bounces back after setbacks, but can burn out. So they have no stamina, they don't stick at things. They give up too easily. Lagos. So the waves, the sea. What I say? Spirit will give you fair winds, but they cannot hoist those sails for you. You've got to do it yourself. Four of Cups. Where is it? Can't find it now on it. Spirit will give you fair winds, but they will not hoist the sails for you. Well, I showed you it. I don't know where it's gone, but it was there. Oh, sorry. It's because I was looking for a different card. It's a different deck. So yeah, the Spirit will give you fair winds, but they will not hoist those sails for you. You've got to do something for yourself. Otherwise, how do they know that you really want it? So Lagos is 21. There it is. This isn't over till the fat lady sings. Delays in travel. So you've delayed too long. Remind me of Raleigh, I'm having a big bother trying to find these. You've delayed far too long. There it is. This new beginning. And it is safe harbours and spiritual love. She knows better than anyone about spiritual love. Safe harbours. Seychelles is the welling stream and the broad geyser and the land of the fish, so Pisces. And the letter L. As the Lord of the Rune Pen implies, Lagos is a rune of water. It is closely connected to the tides and both those that occur in the sea and those found in the human heart. So, heart issues. The shape of the upright rune is said to denote a swelling tide, and the inverted represents the ebb. So, like the Ten of in the Tarot Cooper. The seashells, I've got many there. Got one just like that as well. The otter and the seal are prominent. Its birds are the gull and the cormorant. Even if its symbolic tree, the willow, is often found on banks and lakes, pools and streams. Of course, the sleek ships of the Vikings fell under its auspices. Indeed, so do shells. Although the seafaring races of the north worshipped some fearsome deities who dwelt in the depths, they also looked to the more kindly god called Njord to lend them a helping hand. Njord was one of the elemental Vanir gods of the father. There he is, Ares' father. Of Frey and Freya, although he and his wife or sister, so wives and sisters, Nerthus are rather obscure figures, that the lack of wild glamour of such gods as Thor and Odin, so Wednesday and Thursday, they are credited with providing sustenance from the sea and also from the earth, so fishermen, perhaps. Nerthus was more concerned with the abundance of crops there, while Njord provided good fishing and fair weather, so definitely a fisherman involved here somewhere. Because Njord was also married to Skadi, the goddess who lent her name to Scandinavia. This gentle sea god can also be regarded as the deity of fjords, safe inlets and harbours, but it is in the reverse. So there'll be no safe inlet or harbour until you realise you're in the wrong place. When inverted, this rune is overly emotional and disturbing. If you draw Lagos in the inverted position, it could denote that you are being too assertive, demanding immediate results in an aggressive manner, which is counterproductive. You may be cursing fate for some misfortune and drowning your sorrows in alcohol. So try to be more logical, exercise patience, and a little more, above all, stay calm. Let's have one of these. So it's time to end something. It's not about love, this is about finances, this is about conversations, about everything but love. Because they've given you the cup of love and that's full. Somebody unconditionally loves wherever they may be. This is the orange chakra. There is no passion for this situation anymore. And you need to find it. So it's your gut instinct, because the orange chakra is just below your belly button. The orange fairy represents the sacral chakra located in your lower abdomen. It teaches us how to be happy and confident. So they want you to be happy and confident with your full cup. And she is happy and represents herself as confident and sociable. Her skill in working harmoniously with others often leads her to success in whatever she puts her energies to. Successful woman. Even when others may perceive that she has failed in a task, she does not see it that way. Her enthusiasm and self-assuredness sees it only as a minor setback, and she will always embrace the lessons to be learnt as part of her adventure, and so should you. This is a zest for life such as you do. People watch you flit by without the baggage of inhibitions, and may often find it difficult to understand you as a deep and thoughtful person. On the outside, you appear to be a happy person full of life. Happens a lot to Aries. Always seeking the next adventure. However, you are so much deeper than that. Your behaviour of heading straight into a burning building when everyone else is exiting tends to scare people and leads them to believe that you are being reckless. On the contrary, you possess an insatiable need to lead a full life and experience all the lessons that Spirit has offered you. Do not succumb to the fears of others. Continue to live your life to the fullest, and people will begin to understand your courage as being a positive example of strength of character. So stay positive. Number 1 again. My oh my. The High Lady of Love and Compassion. She's in reverse. So this is the challenge, to be loving and compassionate to yourself and others unconditionally. That's a hard one. Number 1. When this High Lady of Love and Compassion appears as your challenger, she gently reminds you to snap out of your self-centeredness. Your ego set a sneaky trap for you, and you may have forgotten that to create an abundant life, you must be conscious of how your choices impacted those around you. And you may have tried to manipulate others to get what you want without consideration for them. So, emotional, physical, spiritual, mental, blackmail. Or just lies, deceit and theft, like that. It is possible that your good intentions are about helping too much, enabling other people to remain the same and prevent them from growing. Sometimes it's better to let others hit rock bottom, which is what they're going to do, with their own suffering, rather than trying to make it easier for them. Sometimes you need to be cruel to be kind. Be conscious that you are not alone in this world. Begin to behave as if God is in all life. Remember that the living world is a sacred community, and you're a magical and important part of it, but you are not the only person that counts. They are waiting to guide you and be your friend and ally, so think first of others and she will orchestrate your ultimate success. So if you're going out just for your own gain, that's not going to work anymore. You've got to make sure that you don't hurt others along the way. That means being honest with you, yourself and them. No lies, only honesty and integrity. What for them? Boundaries. Healthy boundaries are the most important thing. So, number 38, which takes us to 11. Where do you need to establish your boundaries? You're being called to create clearer boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, family, or work, because saying yes when you really mean no will lead to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might only be a little bit and not feel like a big deal, but before you know it, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Your energy field becomes porous, and that's why now Persephone has got her force field up. She's not letting it in. She's put up her boundaries. And you are left feeling depleted, resentful, or taken advantage of. Saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The most giving, loving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries. When they say yes, They are able to give unconditionally. When your boundaries are clear, others know where they stand, and you are able to give freely. If you are not clear where your boundaries lie, that will cause confusion, resentment, and energetic cords to be planted. If you are saying yes when you really mean no, you are likely needing something yourself. Yes, that's why you do it. Lies, deceit, and theft to get what you want. Ask yourself what part of you needs something from them. It could be the need of approval, a fear of being seen in a certain way, or the fear of loss, especially financially. The best way to gauge your boundaries is to check in with your belly, your sacral chakra, the gut instinct. The belly is the second brain. It has an intelligence known as your gut feeling. Tune into that space when deciding what is okay and how it will feel. What is trying to communicate with you? Where in your life do you need to establish better boundaries? So say no, be honest. If something doesn't sit with you, it's time to have courage to say so. And there's the 19. Again, the cat. The black cat. The dark visitor. Some say lucky, some say unlucky. I always think it's lucky. So this is about what's familiar. Familiar doesn't always mean correct. If somebody's too familiar and you haven't got your boundaries in place, that can cause trouble. Animal friends have their own wild magic as well as instincts that ensure survival. A witch's familiar is a soul companion, consulted on all matters, so it's somebody that you consult all the time, but they are too familiar and they're taking the credit for what you do. Both magical and mundane, whether that familiar is a cat, as shown here, or an animal, bird or reptile, the bonds are true through this lifetime and beyond. But the cat does not control the witch controls the cat. To share your life with a familiar is to access your own animal nature as well. Your connection to nature is so strong now, yes, because she's tuned in. Pay attention to your animal companions. So spirit trying to talk to you, they're going to send you animals, birds, insects, fish, whatever, and put them in as your animal totem and Google and see the meaning. Both in the flesh, fur and feather. On the etheric planes, a totem animal may become known to you, calling forth qualities you have long possessed but not made good use of. So it's not something that you see every day, it'll be something you may see, even if it is something you see every day like a sparrow, but it is acting strangely. There is a reason for you to notice it, to say, oh, that's weird, because that is then a message from spirit. Go with your instinct, nature, and find your companion. Embrace your animal nature. What wildness in you is longing to be released. Stay wild, moon child. Don't be tamed. Don't cow down. Don't be made to feel small. You are nobody's victim. Yep, it's time for brainstorming, get-together meetings. Oh, and possibly a journey, an airplane, travel, but it will be delayed because it said it is. A celebration, perhaps, but we know that celebration is called off. Why? because there's no satisfaction in it. It's reversed. It doesn't satisfy you. So there you go. It never will. Thanks for listening. Let's see what the Odyssey is. I think the Odyssey is also a journey in which you find yourself. So let's see. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.